I was about to do that.
Oh, properly. Let's have it. Right. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Eve and Mr. Forrest. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to meet you today, my friend. But yeah, you were there, and I'm so proud that you were there, mate. It's just you needed to be there, mate, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm going to start off with resident artist Eve. Eve, how did you follow the game today, and what are your reactions to our results?
I watched it on my Fire Stick, and my mum did tell me that one of my older brothers and my sister-in-law and my nephew were coming for dinner today with my sister-in-law's parents and sister, and she told me that dinner was going to be ready for 2 p.m. but I said I wouldn't come down and miss especially to last time when I had to miss some of the second half, so I just watched the game and then came down to eat after. But I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the game so much.
You almost got your prediction spot on. I saw yours yesterday. It was 1-0 with Lingard to score the winner, didn't you? You went far off. I hope, And were you like?
I'm live on any point in a minute. I'll get back to you.
Live TV, Ant.
Let's get him in. Go on, Ant. Go on. Have your say, bro. I'm jumping. Go for it, mate. How was your game today?
We have days in life that are just perfect, don't you? Yeah. And this kind of feels like one of those days.
Yeah.
I mean, it started off fantastically, meeting all the guys, apart from one. All the guys in the bar. The highlight being meeting the legendary Mr. Astbury.
Ez, can I just jump in before the great man goes, because he's such a raconteur. Forget those Geordie lads. They've gone Ant and Deck. It's Ant and Dave now, mate.
I was going to mention that.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
We'll have to get Ant a bucket hat, mate. I need one of the hats, mate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I'm a Trent End lad. Yeah, but today you couldn't get a Trent End ticket. Didn't care, and I got a ticket. Even though it's row 1, it's actually 3 rows back. Explain that one to me. On the kind of edge of the penalty box at the Bridgeford stand end.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. You know, the view of the goal, the view of the penalty save was brilliant. You were virtually on the pitch with them. It was great. Mm-hmm. You know, you could read the names of the shirts on the back and stuff like that, which I can't normally do back of the Trent End. And I don't know if anybody noticed. I don't know where they got that crazy lot in the Bridgeford stand, the Forest side of the Bridgeford stand. They were mental. They never stopped.
No.
Scarves going, clapping, cheering.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where they got them from. To me, they were like the most vociferous and the longest non-stop singing ones in the whole ground.
Yeah. Let me come in on that, because I had a view, because I'm Trent End lower, 8 rows from the front, bang centre with the goal, level with the crossbar. And looking up to that end, the first thing.
Did you miss half of the game then because the crossbar's in the way?
No, I go to the gym, so I keep myself able to jump up and down, Ant, you know what I mean? But I was looking at that end of the ground. Now, my first thought was I assumed that West Ham would have the whole of that lower section of the Bridgeford. Yeah. That was my first assumption, which, again, I was wrong.
I think that's 5,000 though, Dave. I think that lower section is 5,000, so they couldn't give.
Do you know what, Ant? That corner that you talk about, mate, it seemed like A-block had spilled over and then gone round the corner. And like Ant says, that corner of the ground was bonkers.
And they also seemed, it seemed like they got more in there than they should have been. Didn't see any space between any of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were bouncing, and it was fantastic. Yeah,
that's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It was amazing. It's amazing, and you know, I'm sure it came across just as boisterous on this TV on a live game. But yeah, like you said, that corner, because I was in the Brian Clough upper, and the view there has always been the best view for me of the entire stadium. But the atmosphere today was like I've never experienced it in that particular block before. It was like I say, it was all over the stadium, and like I say, the ripple effect around the stadium when Forest the Magic started up, or you know,
I stuck a little, I think 40-second video on Twitter just now. With Forest fans singing "Forest All Back," and it's like the whole, you know, I'm playing around to the whole of the stadium, and it's just, and of course we can't, being in the lower, we can't see the upper exec stand.
No.
And that's a big lot of people that I couldn't even see. So I can only imagine what that must be like. I mean, you were in the Trenton, weren't you, Dave?
Yes, mate.
So what was it like Mulligan Tide when we all held the things up?
And do you know what, mate? All of us, all six of us, whether we watched from the stadium or whether we watched on the box or whatever, the atmosphere, it was a white hot day, you know, meteorologically.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah,
yeah. From a human atmosphere point of view, it was white hot. I looked up at the Brian Clough, and like for so long, even when things were getting better in the championship, you know, those top corners of the Brian Clough, there'd always be a few empty seats.
Yeah.
There wasn't a one empty seat today, and it was the crowd. Our 12th man, and the thing is now us six and the other 30-odd thousand, we have to maintain it to help them, because I think we gave them the kind of lift today that we gave them against Sheffield United in the second leg of the semi-final. We have to maintain it, but it was like the crowd was like a single entity, like a massive.
I think it will do, because the more people do that, the more they enjoy doing it, the more they continue to do it. So I don't think that's going to die down.
No.
And I tell you what, as well,
no, not at all.
I'm that old. I still call it the executive stand. And everybody looks at me. I say, "Oh,
we know what you mean.
Where are you sitting now? In the lower exec stand? Where?"
Yeah. No, it was wonderful for everybody.
Right. Yeah, and I do expect that to continue through every single game this season. I can't see the Forest fans who are going to be there not appreciating the opportunity and making the most of it. But it was what I expected it to be.
Did you see
Did
you see Steve Cooper's speech afterwards? He said,
I've seen that.
Not seen it yet.
He said this is as much for the fans that weren't here, because we could have sold it out 4 times.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I just think that the whole club have built to today. Yeah, we built to last week, but we built to today, and then everybody, you know, on the field, I would give everybody at least a 7 or an 8 out of 10, and the crowd were a 10. And Steve, you know, right from the moment Steve came out into his technical area, although he was wearing all black on a hot day like today, he must have been sweating cobs, right? From the moment he came out, it started, and then the fist bumps just topped it all off. I mean, it's obviously it's one installment in a set of 38, so there's a lot of repetition going to be required. But
2 points here, Dave. One is that all this, excuse me, but bollocks year back, Steve Cooper not being happy. When he came across to us and he was pumping, I thought, that man looks happy to me. I mean, come on. You know, you got all those people like cheering for him. He looks happy to me. And I've forgotten the second point. Carry on.
It was good enough for 2 points, mate. Actually, I'll give you 3 points for that, mate.
Oh, God, I can't believe it. No, it's not coming back. It'll come back when I've gone off.
Bless you. Well, that was the first time I witnessed Cooper fist pumps at a stadium, and it was amazing. And the grin on his face, and just the way he was hugging the players at the end of a game, and as he does, you know, and as I've been seeing on TV and YouTube and everything for the last year or so, to see it in person was an amazing experience.
Can I interrupt again? Because I've got another point to make. Not like me, is it? For those that stayed, did you find it interesting that Joe Worrell walked Dean Henderson around on his own at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Now Joe Worrell's a Nottingham lad, obviously. Is he saying, "Look, Dean, look at these fans. This is where you want to be"? What
they're
are
also
been?
Well, they're both very good friends, and Dean Henderson clearly he said it in his interview when he joined that they're very really good friends, and he's kind of a bit miffed about having to call him Skip. But yeah, no, that was really important, and I saw the clip of his save from Sky and his reaction afterwards. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it was a really good save. It wasn't the best, but it was hit low and hard, and that's what you taught to do. And
any penalty save is a good save. Any penalty save. Even if somebody trickles it down the middle, you could have dived already, couldn't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say that over the course of the 180 minutes that we've played in the Premier League, Dean has been our best player because he was excellent last week. He had to be, and all I could think about was like, I'd love to sit with Dean right now and say, "Hey, Dean, what about going back to Manchester United?"
You know what? I kept saying to the lad next to me, didn't know him, poor lad. I kept saying to him, "Well, what Man U fans are thinking looking at this after yesterday's performance?"
Yeah, and you know what? If Dean's looking at Manchester United, and you compare Manchester United yesterday at Brentford, and you compare Nottingham Forest against, I'm at pains to emphasise, European semi-finalists last year, right? In West Ham, and you say, if you were a neutral, which of these two football teams, if you love football and you like playing football, would you want to play for? And it's a no contest. Yeah. And Dean burned all his bridges with that interview where he said that they reneged on their promises. Yeah. Dean Henderson will not go back there, and I think at the end of this year, he will become a permanent Nottingham Forest player. And they love him. Our lads, you can tell and like Cooper's not unhappy.
You know what? No. There were so many good performances today.
Yeah.
I mean, Lewis O'Brien, my God.
Well, let's get on to that. Guys, let's get on to that. So O'Brien got the official man of the match. But I called it, that's who I called as my man of the match before it was actually announced. Eve, who did you think was man of the match? Who was a standout performer today, if there was one for you?
I can't pronounce his name. The what?
Not Joe Worrell then.
No, not Joe Worrell. No.
Big T, Tyro.
Yeah, Big T. Yeah, Big T. Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah, he was. He was one of my man of the matches, and the other one that really impressed me was Dean Henderson.
Yeah. 100%.
Didn't Taiwo look a different player today? All those people that were completely different. I mean, he was running, he was physical, he was getting in there. He need that ball in beautifully, you know.
Yeah. He was in the right place at the right time.
He looked a threat, didn't he? He looked a threat.
Yeah, he got good service.
Because that bloody Zuma is no mug.
No.
So if you can physically out with him, you've got something about you, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that like Eve's point about Taiwo and Ants is good because there was rumblings in Twitter land that he's not up to it, he's not good enough.
Yeah,
Steve's never thought that, right? And Taiwo, what I found interesting about Taiwo was he held the ball up quite well against a big back four. And some big lads like Souček and people like that. Declan's no small guy either. No. But I think he needs a ball to run onto. He needs to get a head of steam up. To me, it was interesting. Yesterday, Brian Mbomo scored Brentford's fourth goal, and Ivan Toney put it on a plate for him. Go on, run onto it. And it seemed to me that Nico and Brennan and Harry and Lewis O'Brien and people like that who were kind of helping him were trying to get the ball for him to run onto, rather than having to play off the turn. And I was just so happy for him to have kind of silenced
He celebrated right in front of me, and you should have seen his face.
Yeah,
he looked just like a man in heaven.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there was a lot of relief on his face, wasn't there? James, your man of the match, if it was any different to the one selected, or give us why you're going for that player. Go for it.
See, there's so many to choose from, but like you lot just said, Taya Wanye and I hope I've pronounced his name right. And Henderson, wow. I mean, he saved. What a guy. He saved a penalty, and then those two for me. Wanye's he's got potential. I mean, he's gonna grow. But Harry got that in. I don't think he knew that he was actually. You know, as he's gone to score the goal, I think he tried. I don't think he knew that it was like in there the kind of thing, but it was in the right place at the right time. If you know what I mean? But yeah, it rolled in just not nicely for him, and obviously he needed it in. And yeah, what a guy! Those two for me.
His knee there. His knee actually there.
Yeah.
One knee from a Wanye.
Hey, like it.
Sorry, I've bored everybody.
That's going to be a headline, isn't it, in the papers tomorrow?
No, I've said that joke to a few people today, and I've got some really scathing looks, mate. You know, so maybe not.
Class, mate, class.
It's cheesy enough. Yeah, it's cheesy enough. It'll go. Yeah. So Joe, go on. Give us your thoughts on the man of the match and how you saw it.
Yeah, so I think obviously watching it through the TV, same as James and Eve, I think we got a good perspective of the entire game. And I think it was perfectly pretty much summed up by Warren here, where there was not a poor performance today.
Yeah, exactly.
I think every single player that was on that pitch could easily deserve some form of appreciation for how they performed.
Toffolo.
From number 1 through to number 11. And I think another one that also will go under the radar because he didn't technically score the goal was Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
If you watch that back, he's not shooting in that position, and he's 9-10 yards out, potentially about to score against a team who's given him a lot of stick for not signing him this season. So he would have had a lot of reasons to try and just smack that in the top corner and silence that. And he thought, no, I'm going to play the team game. I'm just going to settle it down and give it to one of the players who's not been able to score for us in pre-season, has had a lot of stick because he's not scored as our number 9. And I thought that
the good thing about that, sorry to interrupt. The good thing about that is that there's more to come from Jesse. He's not razor sharp yet. There's more to come.
No. Can I? I'm going to jump in again because that's what I do. And just pointed out one. Yeah. Now, Ant just mentioned I'm my man of the match because he was publicly questioned during the week by some noted judges, and I think his need to kind of get to the level is probably tougher than a lot of other people. I thought Harry Toffolo was terrific today. The point that was made earlier, everybody played well. Mangala came in and did lovely in a very quiet way. But I'm going to go Harry Toffolo because last week at Newcastle, Harry looked as if the Premier League might be a little bit of a stretch for him.
The knives were out, weren't they?
Yeah, from Lincoln City, and Harry's been League 2, League 1, and then from Lincoln City to Huddersfield to then find himself playing at St James's Park in that. I mean, looking at the human aspect, Harry must have been daunted by that, right? And then what happened was he found it happening a bit too quick for him. He didn't have a great game. Yeah, but then today, Harry Toffolo never put a foot wrong. And who set up Jesse Lingard for the little shot that set up Taiwo? And I looked at Harry Toffolo throughout the game. He had McKenna nearest to him, which I think was brilliant for him. And McKenna and Toffolo looked like good mates playing football together and enjoying it. And I looked at Harry Toffolo. If you're Harry Toffolo and you've been at like Lincoln City and you've been at Huddersfield Town in these kind of backwaters, if you like, football. No disrespect to good clubs in Lincoln and Huddersfield, by the way. And then you're playing football in front of a packed city ground on a boiling hot day, and you're taking passes from Jesse Lingard, and you're playing against West Ham United. Harry Toffolo, I'd love to sit with Harry Toffolo tonight because his mind must be like a tumble dryer.
You want to sit with them all, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Dino, Toffolo, all of them. Well, I'm going to just push on for a second. So, Eve, you've got something to share with us today as our resident artist.
Yeah, I've got a new drawing to share.
Let's go for it. Let's have it.
I want to show you the picture I actually did. I did this on Friday. This is, let me just see if.
Yeah, just go right in the middle.
That's Robbie Earnshaw.
Yeah, when he scored against Derby at Priceless Park.
Ernie. Yeah, that's great.
That was when he scored, when he was celebrating the goal at Priceless Park. And this is the... And this is the...
Yes! Wow. You caught it. You got it. Perfect. Are we still... is that still the photo?
I did a cheeky tweet when I tweeted it.
Did you tweet him?
You have to have a look at the tweet. It's quite a funny tweet. I thought I was going to get Derby fans commenting on it.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Dave, I just want to say, Dave, I love your hat tonight.
Do you know what, Eve? I have had a bucket list, and one of the items on my bucket list was to put my bucket-like head in a bucket hat, right? Although I did think today, with my grey hair turning silver, I'd probably get sunstroke, so that's why I put the hat on. But I'm not Malcolm Owen style, but I'm not far off.
Yeah. I've got a nice forest. I've got a forest hat, but it's not a bucket hat.
No.
You'll have to wear it next time you come on.
I've actually got it in here if you want to see it.
Yeah,
get it on. Yeah. Go on then, yeah. Turn into a fashion show, an art show.
Just give me a minute.
This is it. This is what this channel's all about, guys. And I'm really proud to have you all with us today. And I'm going to just go back over some of... Go on then, pop it on. Go for it, Eve. Yeah,
there we are.
You Reds.
And I've got my Forest shirt on. I don't know if anyone has. If people.
Did you get your name on the back yet?
Yeah, so you see me.
I lost my hat like that. I lost a hat like that. It's not mine, is it? Had it for years.
I think it's got a little you know that people have been complaining about the shirts. I think that's happened to my shirt, but I don't want to take it back because it was a birthday present.
All right.
Well, I mean, if it's in really back and we'll just change it and they'll do it for you. But touch wood, I've not had any problems with mine. I've just jinxed it now, but that's going in a wash for the first time today. So we'll see what happens when it comes out. But
it's come out shrunk.
Reaction man sized.
I was tempted. I was on the phone to Ant while I was in the club shop, and they've got a few of the replicas back in now, and I was so tempted. They had the away kit from the 94-95 season, the blue one, and I was so tempted to pick it up. I had to slap myself on the wrist and walk out, but I was tempted. But yeah,
do they have the yellow away shirt back in? I saw
one copy of it, the Labatt's one, or do you mean the away, the new away one?
No, the old.
I saw one. Yeah. I saw one of them, the Labatt's one. Yeah, I saw one replica still there. But I was telling Ant there's a few in his size. So if he wants to go and get the away top or the third kit, they've got a few in his size in the club shop. But I had to stop myself. But yeah, guys, we're into the last few minutes of a stream, and I don't want to overrun tonight because we've got Jamie's got our stream on, and we want to support all our content creators on here. This is part of the family as well.
I'm on tour at 9 o'clock.
I know. Yeah, well, this is the next thing. So Forest fans, you're going to be spoiled tonight. Straight after us, you got Jamie, and straight after Jamie, you got Dor going live from 9, and he's already spoiled it, but Mr. Astbury will be on with Dor tonight, so please check out. But Dor did. There was a comment from Dor earlier. I'm really sorry, mate. As I told Ant, I don't spend my time with anyone less than celebrities nowadays. So I was I was in the Trent Bridge.
For Pat Lally.
I know. I'm so sorry, Dor. Next time, definitely. I was I
was hugging Dave instead, so I'm not bothered.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
My wingman, Ant and Dave. We're doing a big takeaway.
Yeah, it's got to happen. Dave, we've got to do our own show on this.
I'm trying to say something, Dave. I'm excited to see you in a few weeks.
Sorry.
I'm excited to see you in a few weeks.
And you know what, Eve, you're going to get a massive hug whether you like it or not, because I'm good at hugging. All right.
I'll give you a hug today.
James going to get a hug sometime. Joe Bratton. I might struggle to hug Joe because he's about 9 foot tall, right? And then Ez will get a hug as well, and he'll be fragrant and smell lovely. So I'm looking forward to hugging Ez.
You're a bit of a tart, aren't you? I thought I was special.
I am. I was called by somebody today a media whore. I actually can't disagree with that.
That's Ez with his celebrity friends.
I know.
I'm using the bucket to go incognito.
I'm going to have to get myself.
Mondays are coming back.
Am I the only one that's melting, by the way?
I can't get a fan on in here because it makes too much noise, and my window there's too much noise outside as well, so I'm melting as well, mate. So I'm with you on that one. Cool. Joe, have we got any last few points that you want to make sure that we get in before in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think we've all pretty much covered what happened in the game. I think we're all quite aware that Forest played absolutely brilliantly, and we can't wait to roll on until going to Everton next week. But we do have a new signing that got announced pretty much as soon as we went live at 7 o'clock. Freuler has officially confirmed as a Forest player. So, yeah.
It's amazing. It's like
we have got a lot of midfielders.
You know what? Hey, they were all saying that Steve Cooper would take a long time to get this lot to fit together. Now, I don't know about you five. You would have looked today and say, wow, these lads look like a bunch of mates. So if you consider what really excites me now is the thought of adding Remo Freuler to it, Emmanuel Dennis to it, Czech Kouyaté to it, and possibly, and I really hope it happens, Hassem Aouar.
He's the man, yeah. I've thought of that other point, by the way.
Go on then. Go on.
20 minutes late.
Because Dave had mentioned it, and it's just come back to me. When Niakate went down with what looks like a hamstring, I was so I thought, we'll bring Steve Cook on. What's the problem?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he was terrific.
You know what I mean? And when he came on, he looked great. And
he did, didn't he?
We're getting that strength now. Is if we lose a good player,
we've got another one to fall back on.
Do you know what, Anne? What we needed to do at the end of that game, because West Ham were still in it, we needed to manage those last few minutes. And who better to bring on than a guy with that experience and that class? Steve Cook is not a back number.
As soon as he came on, he was doing this with the back line. Organising it.
Exactly. Yeah, straight away.
Great point, Anne.
Fantastic.
Guys, so we're nearly at the end. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's in the chat today. So we've got some new regulars new people joining our stream. So we've got the likes of Nick Hemphill, regulars like Zia Husnu, obviously Kelsey, Warren Who, Out of Reach, Dor, Jamie, Patrick Walsh. Thank you so much, everybody who jumped in on the chat. And please, in future, please come and join us on the live stream, because we'll be doing more of these. And hopefully we'll get more engagement. Mark Dennis is there. We've got, I saw Jasper Rose on there. I'm going to give a shout out to the Rose family, who I got to see again for the first time in 7 years. Jules Rose and his wonderful kids. He's got Oscar, Jasper. I've got to get them right now. Joe and Harry, and they were all there. And I haven't seen them in 7 years, and they're all shot up. I mean, I'm tiny anyway, but they're now miles ahead of me. But great to see all the boys today. And I was in my familiar settings because, like I say, I was a season ticket holder there for about 7 years, and even the regulars who I saw 6-7 years ago, they're still there, and it's really nice. And they were my first Forest family. You guys are the extension of my Forest family. I'm so proud to be able to do this kind of show with you guys, and look how much love we're getting. And you guys jumped on as soon as we asked, and really appreciate your time, because this is what this channel's about. And thank you, Jasper. We'll definitely get in contact soon, mate. We'll get you on the stream as well. Love to have you, Oscar, all the guys, Joe, everybody on the stream as well. But thank you, guys. And we're gonna, like I say, we're gonna cut it short today, because we want to make sure that when we do this,
Dave have got loads more to say.
I know. Well, mate,
I've got to save a bit for Doran.
Well, Now that Des has got his own Monday night show on Door, you guys are gonna have the Ant and Dave show. It's gonna have to happen, isn't it? Whenever you're ready, the stream's yours, and we'll jump on and go on YouTube. But again,
there's a skill in presenting, Ez. There's a skill in presenting.
When I get it, I'll let you know. But no, I enjoy it, guys. You guys are brilliant. You guys make everything.
Days might dry up, it's.
and I've got to give a massive shout out to Joe. Joe, again, I said last time, he does so much behind the street.
Great job. Well done, Joe.
I heard. What did you? Oh, last comment. Yeah, what did you guys think of the intro? Because that was all Joe's doing today.
Brilliant. I meant to mention that. Yeah, I meant to mention that. Yeah, brilliant.
Some very ominous music. It was really good. I thought it was like a Metallica gig or a Slipknot gig or something like that. Which
do you go to those? Do you go to those, Dave? A lot of those gigs.
Let's just put it like this: I'm not a Coldplay fan. I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan. If it's Napalm Death or Sleaford Mods, I'm there.
Dave, you're scaring me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, sure. Go.
Is it James Swain's first ever Premier League victory today?
Yep. Yes,
good lad. Is it Joe Pratton's first ever Premier League victory?
That I've seen, yes.
Good.
Yeah, Eve as well.
Really pleased for you, lads.
Yeah, it's my first ever Premier League victory as well.
Better.
I've seen thousands.
Old school.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Very old school.
Bless you. But thank you so much, guys. But yeah, keep a lookout. I think me and Joe got the bug now. I think we'll see something soon again. So we'll keep you informed and look out for our announcements. And obviously, anytime you guys are free, please jump on with us, because the show is not anything without. I didn't get my match program today. That was one of my match day routines. I forgot. I didn't get my program. But yeah, I was out of practice from a match day, and I lost my voice, but it's come back a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. And everybody watching, everybody commenting, and watching now and watching in the future, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Help us get out there to more people. And this is your channel, this is your platform. So please come on with us.
Put my pants on now, then.
But we'll let you do that in private, and we'll cut the scene. Thank you very much, everybody, joining us.
I tell you what, Nico Williams looked like he didn't need any pants after what he happened to him.
Thank you so much, guys, and much love to the Forest family. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. But yeah, please jump over to Jamie's stream when I'm Media Man, the Media Man, and please join him on his live stream as soon as possible. Love you all. Hope to see you again soon. Come on, you Reds. We'll do it again. You Reds.